Welcome, worthy Toastmasters here and online. It is an honor to speak to you today. Sometime throughout our lives, we will encounter a family crisis. It may be a divorce, it may be an illness, a death. We don't know. Today, I will speak about a family crisis currently going on in my family and the roles that people have taken on in dealing with that. 28 years ago, my brother-in-law married my sister.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you. They were married in a small chapel, and there were some concerns about the marriage. My brother-in-law is Mexican. My sister is white. This has been an unhappy marriage pretty much from the start. Not an unloving marriage, as my brother-in-law treats my sister very, very well. However, after 28 years of marriage, my brother-in-law has decided to take up a mistress. This came as a shock to the family, and we are trying our best on how to navigate those particular roles. My uncle, for example, has decided that in light of everything, my brother-in-law should not be at any family events. He should be immediately asked to be removed until he sees the error of his ways and chooses to come back to the family. Maybe some of you would agree with that. I invite all of you, as I go through these roles, to think about how you would react and which one most likely adheres to your way of thinking. My parents, on the other hand...
Peter, excuse me, is this a good thing to be talking about your family? What about their privacy? Aren't they going to be offended that you're talking to us about this?
No, my family has already known that I was giving the speech today, and I have their blessing to talk about this particular incident. Thank you very much for your question. Anyhow, this was my uncle's reaction. My mother and father, on the other hand, believe in being welcoming. They believe in not only inviting my brother-in-law into the house, but his mistress as well. In fact, my niece had a confirmation, and they invited not only my sister to the confirmation, but my brother-in-law and his mistress as well. The mistress came to the party afterwards. Little bit of awkward interaction, if I say so myself. My sister Teresa, on the other hand, has decided that Dave, being the only man outside the realm of the family, as his are all deceased, needed a spokesperson. So Teresa is taking on the role of being his mouthpiece. She is defending him. Teresa is my sister. And he is going by, or she is going by, making sure that his side of the story is being heard. To clarify, my brother-in-law's response...
Is this your older sister?
This is my younger sister.
How many years younger?
She is 5 years younger than me. To clarify, my brother-in-law's position is he is in an unhappy marriage, and his happiness should overcome any concerns that the rest of his family has. So therefore, in his view, this mistress is making him happy. He should be allowed to see this mistress.
I can't believe you took her to the event. That's so inappropriate.
Yes, I agree with you that this is not exactly the way things should happen. However, out of respect for my parents, this was their decision to make as the host of throwing this party, and they were allowed to invite whoever they wished.
So they invited the mistress?
They invited the mistress as well as the brother, as well as my brother-in-law. Not necessarily the way I would handle it, but this is their decision, and I will respect their decision. Sherry, on the other hand, believes that her husband, it's his choice. If he wishes to be part of the family, a great father, a great husband, she will welcome him with open arms. However, if he chooses to divorce her or leave the family, she will not stand in his way.
Rain.
They do still live together. Thank you for your question. My brother, on the other hand, has a totally different approach. He would normally take on the big brother role. He thinks this brother-in-law of mine should have someone up in his face telling him exactly what's what and use violence if necessary. I have spent quite a bit of time talking him down from that position and letting him know that while his feelings are valid, violence is never the answer. Gina, who is my youngest sister, is taking on the role of handling the children. Not so much children anymore, they're 15, 16, and 20, but
Yeah.
they have never experienced this.
Do the kids know this is going on?
The kids do know this is going on. So she is taking the role of explaining exactly what is going on and answering any questions that they have so that when they become adults and face this in their own lives, they know how to handle it. Needless to say, we all have different roles. I have been approached to be the one to keep anybody from going to extremes. I am in conversation with all of these characters, or family as you might call them, and making sure that any decision that they make, any thought that they may have, any action they may choose to do is reasonable, logical, well thought out, and not to rely solely on their instincts. Nevertheless, we all make decisions in life. Some of those will unify us and make us a stronger family,
Red.
and some of those will tear us apart. What choices you make in dealing with a family crisis will determine your legacy and will develop your ecosystem within your own family. Thank you very much for giving me the time to share about how to navigate this family crisis and the roles that we have chosen to play as we have gone forward. Madam Toastmaster.
Peter,